Hello guys, Dan here. Welcome back to the channel. In this short video, please ignore the motorcycle with the rider. I will only show you how to draw this comic style Borderlands base. This is actually the video that I seen on the Epic Duck studio. He did the same video. Actually, I followed his guide while I was painting this, so I want to give him a shout out to this because it was a really cool idea. He have on his website a lot of these bases that he was hand drawing, so I tried to replicate this to make it with this comic style motorcycle, which I actually messed up. So if you're interested how I messed up this miniature, there will be another video today, but this video will be focused only on this base. Actually, I primed the base black and then I used the Steel Legion Drab and just painted this base wholly with it. Because this paint is quite transparent, I needed a lot of coats, I think 3 or 4 very thin coats, so I was waiting for the paint completely to dry and then I was going with another coat of the same paint until I got an even coat all around the base like it is now. This is not completely dried yet, but this is how it's supposed to be. Then the next step is to take Avarland Sunset and just draw like 2 or 3 very thick waves on your base. I pick up, because this is a bigger base, I draw a 3, but on the smaller one I would for sure draw only 2 of them. And as well, this color is pretty transparent, and I needed, I think, 3 very thin coats here, and especially it's yellow, so all the yellows have tendency to become chalky, and then if you dilute them too much they will become useless. So just apply one thin coat and then wait for it completely to dry and then start going with the second coat, because if the paint is not dry completely, then you will just keep moving the pigments all around without settling them, so it will look really transparent. And for the third wave, you will mix 50-50 Steel Legion Drab with Avarland Sunset, and then just go and draw it under your yellow one, but still leave some space in between that we can see original Steel Legion Drab. So it is some random pattern of waves, it doesn't need to be perfect, just try to make them look nicely and tie them each other like in between when they're connecting. This color, actually mix of colors, needed only 2 thin coats, so it was a pretty good coverage with this because Steel Legion Drab was already under. And this is how it looked like at the end, so it was still not completely dry. Now we will use Mechanicus Grey and we will draw a little rocks. So actually how I did this, I will just keep drawing circles or some, let's call them uneven circles, just in the little shapes of the rocks. So just go around and make them in some random positions, however would you like. Just plan where will your model stand so that you wanna actually see these rocks. Now I will use Adinistratum Grey and I will highlight the front part of these little rocks. So this will actually determine your facing of your base. So this will be actually the position that is actually closer to you, so actually from your way of viewing to the miniature. So we will create these little highlights just simulate how the light will fall on these little rocks, because they are in a 2D, but we still want to create the impression of the 3D. And lastly, I will take a white scar and just enhance these highlights with just little lines or little dots on the middle part of these gray highlights on the stones. And now most funniest part, I use the Liquitex inks, carbon black, and I just pick up the brush and I just drove a little borders all around the rocks, and I drove as well a line on the middle highlight. So you will just go around every single of these little rocks and draw a very thin line around just to create a little lining. And as well, you will make a line between these different shades of sand. So not every single one of them. You can do every second one and then skip one in the middle. So the first one is like really tricky to make it pull, but when you start pulling the second one, it will go very easy. Just to make a steady hand and then pull these lines. And the last detail that we'll do on this base is to create like little patches of little lines, little dots, little squares, just to simulate like something that is smaller than a stone but it's still there creating the shadow, or some gravels of the sand, or some smaller stones all around. So just go and draw some random patterns here and there, but not too much because you don't want to draw too much attention. Just here and there, just be creative and put it everywhere a little, so it will really give a life to this base. And that's it, this base is done. You can just paint the rim of the base with the black and that will be it. So guys, I hope you like this video, and I want to give one more shout out to Epic Duck Studio for his idea on this. And I hope like it inspired you, so you don't need to create bases, you can just draw the things on them. So guys, if you like this video, please like and subscribe to the channel, it will mean a lot to me. And until next video, stay safe, take care, and bye bye.